Let's stay a while on power, and again, former Deputy Power Minister John Jinapor is dismissing claims by government that the NDC government under John Mahama signed too many power agreements and left the country with excess energy capacity. Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta told Parliament last week that government between 2017 and 2020 paid AXA Energy, Car Power and Sen Power $937 million for excess energy capacity. Attorney General Godfrey Dami again says the report of a committee set up by the NDC government confirmed availability of excess power, but the former Deputy Power Minister disputes this, insisting the reference is to reserve margins and not excess power.
$170 million is a huge amount if you look at the level of necessities in this country and our financial outlay. I don't think that anybody should commit or take a decision that would get the state to pay a whopping $170 million in judgment debt, and this is judgment debt.
Should the former energy minister be held responsible for this?
I think this whole government should be held responsible, not just the former minister, the whole government. Thank you.
For clarity, was this the contract the NDC administration signed before exiting?
It was signed before we exited, for a 4-year period.
And the justification for it then was what exactly in terms of why the NDC government funding necessary?
Yeah, we needed some power to bolster our energy reliability. We disagree with this so-called excess capacity. We've had a meeting with ECG, we've had a meeting with PRC, and I can state on authority that those figures the ministry is throwing around is nothing but a fallacy. And if you want, we can give you evidence, we can show you from ECG itself. When you discount our dependable capacity and you look at the reserve margin, this so-called excess capacity is nothing but a hoax. It's not true. You can't just discount your capacity in terms of the allowable capacity that you require, which is about 20%. What this government does is that they deliberately discount the 20% and just say that we consumed X amount. That's not what is done in energy economics. It's only people who don't understand that sector who go about it the way they are going about it. You certainly need some reserve. And I'm saying that when you account for that reserve, this so-called excess capacity is nothing but a hoax. We have the opportunity to export power. Government should export that power. Ghana's energy is not the most expensive. It is not true. We are about the 4th cheapest source of energy in the sub-region, and there's documentary evidence that I can adduce to that. And there's demand for capacity in Burkina, there's demand for capacity in Benin, there's demand for capacity in Togo. Let us do what is right by investing in our transmission lines so that we can export power. It's as simple as that.
The finance minister told Parliament just last week that they'd spend more than $927 million paying for excess capacity over the last 4 years, between 2017 and 2020, which some in the energy sector have said that then this probably is not worth it. If for example, we had kept this extra contract running, just maybe...
So we are no more paying $1 billion per annum as they stated. That was what they stated, that they pay $1 billion per annum.
$927 million over a 4-year period is still a substantial sum.
Let them give us the details. I've requested for the details. And if we look at the details, I can tell you that a chunk of that amount is for reserve margins and not excess capacity.